Alright guys, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, and we are about to go into the High Prosecutor's office, aka Edgeworth's office, and we are about to see why he was in the evidence room. Yes, so let's go check it out. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's office, room 1202. Why am I speaking? Whoa, it's the bellboy! I guess, my apologies. Oh, it's you! Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave, so long. Whoa, is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Ah, it's you. You asked the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? Precisely. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes, he brought me some information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. I think the report is on the other side, Edgeworth. Boy, Mr. Edgeworth, I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Let's talk to him. Inquiry. What was up with that? So how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. The SL9 case. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes. Any further investigation for the case will be directed by the chief of police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. Really? I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still, I never seen him this out of sorts. Let's show him. Let's show him the ID record, I believe. That's what we have to show him. To ask him why he was in the evidence room. Alright, I better check this out now. As I was saying, Huh? What's this? A record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. The chief of police? Why didn't he go himself? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me that he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about the other case. I better make note of that. What's up with the new faces he makes? Stubborn as always, I mean. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. What? What'd you say, Edgeworth? What? I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you. But anyway, let's see. Let's ask him about the SL9, the victim's note. No, let's ask him about Goodman's ID, maybe. Everybody seems to respond to this, right? Please, I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on anyway? Damn it. Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. What about, let's show him victim's note. I know you. You probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life, as I recall. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. A bad memory. He's talking about the murder in the elevator. Okay, Edgeworth. Why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Alright, we can talk to him now. Alright, let's talk to him about allegations of forgery. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. Whoa, that wacky old coot was involved in that case 2 years ago too? He was the best we had, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is, why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course. I would do anything in my power to win a trial, and I'm sorry. Sorry. The thing I just talked about like a couple episodes ago happened again with the microphone just dying, but I was able to turn it on, but I didn't have to completely restart the recording. But anyway, I would do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I followed it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister, what? You still working on that scientific investigation? Huh? Yeah, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid? Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. What? That's the first time I've ever seen that word. Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, no need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Huh. Fingerprinting set and fingerprint file received. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Okay. One last investigation. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere on Gumshoe's locker. Remember that? So we gotta go back to this place. You hear the music? It completely changed. I like it. I like this theme. For some odd reason, it reminds me of X-Men. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it reminds me of X-Men. Can we go to the detention center? Derp, derp, derp. Herpa derp, 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 urban and derpin'. Urban and derpin'. Urban and derpin'. That's his theme. Security guard office. Nobody's here. Look at this. Everybody that we know are not there. It's like everybody changed positions. Alright. February 23. Or 23rd. I keep saying 23. I'm used to seeing RD after 23 to confirm that it's the 23rd. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, evidence room sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, and it's blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. That's Gumshoe's locker, right? Let's get started. First, choose a finger. Any finger. Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose a finger that will have left behind the clearest print. The thumb, it looks like. I can't really tell the difference at a glance. The thumb or the index finger. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Fine, I choose the thumb. Hey, look at this. There's fingerprints down here too, it looks like. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around and... Huh? How do you do that? Just touch the screen. See? Oh, cool. Ah, looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder... I don't know how to say that word completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. How do I do that? You just blow with your breath, duh! Imagine you blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See? Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though. Fine, it won't go up your nose or anything. Just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I better give it a try. I love how they added all this for the 5th case, but not the previous cases. But then again, the previous cases were the GB or the Game Boy Advance cases, and not the DS cases. Because the DS cases, or I would say this exclusive case, I would want to say, takes advantage of all the features the DS had. Boss, gotta spread this powder. That powder. Got to spread the powder. Is this good enough? Alright, let's blow. I'm getting little by little. Blow that powder. Blow that powder. Blow that powder. Blow that powder. Now sniff that powder. Sniff that powder. Sniff that powder. I'm sniffing it. I'ma sniff it. I sniffed so hard. I think I messed up the recording. I'm not sure if it skipped. But anyway, let's go back to sniffing the powder. No, okay. Alright. I spread the powder, man. What's going on? Maybe I spread too much. Maybe I had put too much on the powder. Are we done yet, Mom? I'm losing my breath. I don't know, man. Am I done? Am I done yet? I'm becoming lightheaded here. Why? Why is this happening? I think I can just talk into the mic like this. I don't know why, but apparently if I talk, I think it works better than blowing into the mic. So I'm going to talk like a lot, spread the powder below, and let's see what happens when... I don't know what's going on, man. I'm blowing. Maybe I gotta use the other finger. I think I'd like to try one of the other fingerprints. Okay, let's move on to a different finger. Shut the fuck up. Alright, so we spread the powder. We spread the powder. Like so. And now we blow. We blow with my nose. Sniff the powder, sniff the powder. Sniff the powder, sniff the powder. Sniff the powder. I think we're getting something. Oh my goodness, this is giving me a headache! Come the fuck on right now. You can't be serious. Oh my goodness! You did it! You found one! I had to blow very hard. I was sucking and blowing for no reason. I need a sip of this. I'm like so lightheaded right now, guys. I'm not even joking. Like, it's I gotta call it a day after that. Like, I'm so lightheaded. I shouldn't be lightheaded like this. Ah, you did it. You found one. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem like a shame. It's like, while we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. Ah, it seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. I noticed that too. Let's see if we can find a clean print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Right here. Alright, let's spread the powder. Spread the powder all over the place. Let's just spread the powder, man. Let's lay it on thick. Lay it on thick. Alright, here we go. Oh, look at that. Why is it working so much more better now? Alright, let's lay it on thick, guys. Look at that, it works so much more better. I like literally, I blew for 3 to 5 minutes and it wasn't working. A print so clear it's dazzling. Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet. This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth and point out the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it... What? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with that case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this locker? Gumshoes, probably. Whoa, look at how many people we got. Why did I compare him? I didn't want to compare him. I wanted a gumshoe. I wanted gumshoe, not him. No match is found. We got bodied. No match. Come on. How am I supposed to guess whose they are? Isn't it obvious? The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. They most likely belong to the owner of this evidence locker. Something wrong? I was just thinking, if you're so sure who it is, why don't you match the fingerprints? Mr. Wright, I was doing this for your benefit, so you'd learn. Fine, fine. Let me think. Who could have left those prints? Ha! Dude, I just pushed the wrong person's profile. I don't know why I went to Jake Marshall. That was weird. Yup, it's his. I can already tell. Damn. Comparison complete. Match found. Ole, ole. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? So we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was another handprint. Yup, let's go check it out. I know exactly where it is, to the left. Hey, wasn't there a handprint over here? Hold on, I think we have to go into... We have to go into this mode, don't we? Yup, there's a handprint right there. So we gotta look right here, I guess. There's a handprint right here. This is where we got a luminal fluid reaction, right? Right! There was a handprint here. Okay. Want to try using this? There go her eyes sparkling again. Check for prints. We got no choice, guys. Let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Let's do it. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. Huh? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Alright, so let's try this one right here. Or is it going to be this one? Ah, okay, okay. Examine. Spread the powder. Spread the power. Spread the powder. Spread the power. Make. Spread the power. Look at that. We got it. You should have it. Quit acting difficult. Whose handprint would this be? Wouldn't be Gumshoe's. Let's try Jake Marshall again. Ah, it is Marshall's. I remember that by accidentally pressing that. I was like, this fingerprint looks familiar. It has to be Jake Marshall's because I accidentally presented it on Gumshoe's locker. That was my bad. Hey, these fingerprints, whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Uh-oh. Could Marshall be the killer? Oh my goodness, he could be the killer, guys. That's got to be a coincidence. He's not involved in this crime. Emma? I'm sorry about that, guys, but we are back. This are decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction, the blood in the fingerprints. Oh! So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a white blood stain. But why would Officer Marshall? It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. Jake Marshall killed Goodman. It was Jake Marshall. Marshall! So I'm gonna save the game. Take a break, guys. I'm gonna probably call it a day for recording. I wanted to record more, but so much stuff came up with this cold weather, having to go out, run errands, my microphone just dying. That added up to the amount of time, to the amount of free time I had taken away from me, basically. So I'm gonna save the game, call it a day, and we'll resume tomorrow, hopefully. So I'll see you guys next time.